Now it's time to hear the stories of Utes in their own words. This is Utes Insider presented by Pepsi. Here's your host, Mike Lageschulte.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show, brought to you today by University of Utah Health, the official healthcare provider for the Utes and you. There's only one you. Be treated that way. Visit uvuhealth.org/Utes. Well, here we are in the midst of the fall sports season, and if you haven't had a chance to get out to a volleyball match, please do so, because we are in the final stages of one of the all-time great careers in Utah athletics history. Dani Drews, a senior outside hitter from Brighton High School, is from a family full of accomplished Ute athletes. Her parents, Paul and Mickey Barton, were both two-sport standouts at the U. Her brothers, Jackson and Cody, played football for the U and are now in the NFL. But Dani might be the best of all of them. She was a three-time All-American, the first two-time first-team All-American in Utah volleyball history. She achieved another first for the program last spring by earning Pac-12 Player of the Year honors. And then last Friday, in Utah's win at USC, Dani achieved another milestone by surpassing Adora Nye's mark at 1,920 kills to become Utah's all-time leader in that category. I had a chance to sit down with her recently. My conversation with All-American volleyball player Dani Drews next on Utes Insider.
To hear more episodes of this show and other Utah athletics podcasts, search for them on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. Now, back to more of Utes Insider presented by Pepsi.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Joined now by not only one of the greatest volleyball players in school history, one of the greatest athletes ever to wear a Utah uniform, Dani Drews, joining us from the Utah volleyball team. Thanks for dropping by the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, let's get into your background. I know it's been told, but for those who don't know, let's get into it a little bit here. So your parents, Paul and Mickey, were both two-sport athletes, great athletes here at Utah. Your mom played volleyball and hoops. Your dad played football and baseball. And then you have two brothers, Jackson and Cody, who have been through the football program, now both in the NFL. And then there's you. You've got one more coming that we can talk about later. But for you, was there any question you were going someplace other than Utah coming out of high school?
And no, it's definitely become like a family thing. For a little bit in high school, I thought maybe I'd want to go out of state or just go far away, do my own thing. But then as I got closer to making the decision of where I was going to end up, I just couldn't see myself anywhere else.
So you're at Brighton High School, having a great career, and then you're trying to decide where to go. I know that you've been around the program. Your mom has when you were growing up. Your relationship with Beth Lanier, how much of that impacted the decision in terms of where to go to college?
Yeah, I just think that having kind of that history there, just because, like you had said, my mom had played for her. So I grew up a Utah fan, obviously, going to their games, going to their camps, being around the program a lot. So I definitely think that did have a lot of kind of sway on my decision. And like I said, just when I saw myself in the future as a college player, I just saw myself wearing a Utah jersey.
What was it like growing up in your house? I mean, I have two parents who were college athletes, brothers. You're the only girl in the family, the siblings. What was it like growing up in the Barton house?
Definitely very loud, very competitive, a lot of action going on, but super fun. And I'm really grateful for the upbringing that I did have, just because I feel like my parents and my siblings did a really good job kind of turning me into the competitor that I am today.
I mentioned your mom played volleyball and women's basketball here. Was there any thoughts of playing soccer or softball when you were growing up, or was there always going to be volleyball or basketball for you?
I definitely have been on like a ton of different types of sports teams. I've ran track, I've played softball, I did play soccer, I even did dance and some cheerleading.
Okay.
So my parents definitely kind of just threw me into everything, but as I got older and stuff, and just it started to show kind of what I was best at, just volleyball and then also basketball kind of became the clear choices for me and for my parents.
You've had a great career. Now your super senior year, you got a bonus year because of COVID-19, but two-time first-team All-American. But the honor that kind of stands out to me for you is you're the reigning Pac-12 Conference Player of the Year. Utah hasn't had many of those in this league yet. In a sport like volleyball, it's a great volleyball conference. To be the Pac-12 Conference Player of the Year in volleyball, what's that mean to you?
Yeah, that was definitely something that was a goal of mine headed into college. I wanted to try and get that award one day. And so for me, I'm just extremely grateful and humbled because it took a lot of work, a lot of hours, and a lot of people helping me get there, especially like my teammates. To me, it's really, I don't know, a team award, because if you don't have a good team, you're not even in the running for that.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm just grateful for everyone that helped me get to that. And yeah, I just feel like even emotional talking about it, because it was just something that a lot of work went into getting that.
It's pretty incredible. I mean, like I said, Stanford, Washington really kind of
been the dominant teams in this league, and it was a player from Utah that won the award a year ago. But that speaks to your ability and what you've done in this league. You talked about that was a goal for you. In terms of your goals coming in compared to how it's played out during your time in Utah, compare those two. Has it been what you thought it would be?
Yeah, I still feel like I'm not done yet. There's still a lot of things I want to accomplish as an individual and as a team. But I think it's been really cool to see kind of how my career has panned out, especially now that I've been here, I feel like, for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, a bonus year, like I said, because of COVID-19 to finish it up for you. But let's talk about this team a little bit. You've already defeated 4 top 25 teams. You guys have been playing really good volleyball from the start of the year up till now. Tell us about this team. How good can this group be before we're done?
Yeah, I definitely think we've had some really big time wins that have shown our potential and what we can do when we're all just firing on all cylinders, I guess. I think we have a ton of talent and also just a ton of heart. I feel like this is a really special group just because we've decided that we want our theme to be family this year. And I think that we truly embody that, and we treat each other like family and hold each other to a high standard, and are able to, just be able to really be bought into what we want to achieve. And I think everyone can agree that we still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And it's just exciting to see that we're just starting to tap into the potential that we have.
Last year this team was the number 14 overall seed in the NCAAs, but you lost some pieces from that team. You had to fill some transfers, and some other people back from injuries are just taking on different roles.
Yeah.
It's been a different group is kind of my point. How those people developed over the course of the season that took on those larger roles for you?
Yeah, it's definitely a very different team. We have a lot of new people in different places. And I think everyone's done a really good job just stepping up and doing what needs to be done. Because like you said, there were some roles that need to be filled into, or people needed to step up into something different. And I feel like for sure our new individuals in different places have done that and continue to just keep improving as well and stepping up for us. So it's been awesome.
Okay, this team has been ranked top 25 all year. It's been a great season. How good can this team be before it's all said and done?
I think we can be really good. I think this can be one of our best seasons yet of the teams that I've been on here at the U. I just think we have so much talent and, like I said, so much heart. And I think we truly love each other and play for each other out there. So I'm really excited for us. And I think if we keep working like we are and just keep putting in the hours and the work, I think we're going to go pretty far.
For athletes, you kind of sometimes get done and you get married and do some things. You've been married a couple of years already to Christian Drews, a former football player here. So that part's taken care of. You're working towards a major in Parks, Rec, and Tourism, but you told me about an internship you're doing this fall. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so I'm finished with all my classes, so now I get to focus on my internship to finally get my diploma. But I'm with an organization called Voice in Sport, and it is basically an organization that is aiming towards elevating women in sport and just making their voices louder and kind of trying to, equal that playing field and raise awareness of Title IX issues or just really any issues facing women in sport today. So it's something that I really feel passionate about, and I'm really happy to be working with because we work with younger athletes as well. And there's just so many good mentorship opportunities there. And we get to work with Olympians and just a ton of other athletes from all over the country. So it's really a cool experience for me, and I'm so grateful to be able to have that opportunity.
That's a great opportunity. Well, before you leave here, you'll be the all-time leader in kills. And Beth has mentioned you're one of the best in the country at back row attacking. What's made you so good at that particular facet of your game?
We definitely work on it a lot, but I don't know. I just think when the setters give me the opportunity to go get it, I'm like, sweet, I'm just going to go hit it. But yeah, I love hitting out of the back row. It's super fun.
Yeah, you're, again, one of the best in the country at that, as we've seen. And
thanks.
You have some huge accolades already, some more to come. Let's talk about what's going on post-Utah. You'll get your degree, and then what's next for Dani Drews?
Yeah, I have the option to be able to go play overseas professionally, and that is definitely something I'm looking into. But yeah, we'll see. I want to focus on this season for now and see where kind of everything else takes me.
All right, well, off to a great start and some big volleyball ahead. Dani Drews, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
For more on Utah athletics, including up-to-date schedules and ticket information, log on to utahutes.com. Now back to more of Utes Insider presented by Pepsi.
Today's show brought to you by Pepsi, the official soft drink of Utah Athletics. Well, Dani Drews and the Utes back home on Friday, October 21st at 6 p.m. to host Arizona State. Arizona comes in on Sunday, October 23rd at 1 p.m., both matches in the Huntsman Center. And then Utah back home for 5 more matches in November as their All-American Dani Drews looks to lead this team to another deep NCAA tournament run. Well, as we head toward the start of winter sports, more shows coming up in October and November. Thanks to Mike Gilliland on the technical side. Thanks again to Utah's all-time leader in kills, Dani Drews, for joining us. I'm Mike Lageschulte. Until next time, so long, everybody.
This has been Utes Insider presented by Pepsi. To hear more episodes of this show and other Utah athletics podcasts, search for them on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.